Welcome back to Waters Ironworks. We have another unboxing today. It was actually my birthday last weekend, and my father very kindly gave me a gift card to Blacksmith Depot. So I ordered a bunch of stuff. Let's open it up and take a look. I will say, first off, obviously, very good wrapping on these. They do not want this box coming open. So let's see what we've got in here. Very exciting. A large butcher block brush. I've got a small one of these somewhere around here that I handled myself. I've never been real happy with this handle and was wanting a bigger one, so I picked that up. The problem with the handle I made is it's just not quite sturdy enough to really get in there and brush it hard. A little bit the wrong shape, so at some point I need to go rehandle that. Let's see what else I've got. Lots and lots of wrapping. Ta-da! This is an Anvil hardy tool. It's called a bridge a lot of times. And it's going to drop into the anvil like this. And now if I'm working on something where I need to forge tines, this lets me forge the top tine without having to bend the bottom tine out of the way or risk damaging it. So something that I've been wanting for a long time. Very excited to get it. I also got a scroll starter. Again, another hardy tool. Drops in. And this can be used to start a scroll off the edge, especially if you're doing something like a pinion scroll to really get that nice and tucked in there tight. This will be big. So you guys will probably see both of these coming up in some of the future projects that we've got. So two great hardy tools. I will say they're bigger and beefier than I was expecting. I think they were 50 or 60 bucks. If I remember correctly. So it's great to see that these are really substantial pieces. They look like they're going to hold up well. Yet another hardy tool. This one's a little bit of an odd shape here. This is actually for clovers, making 4-leaf clovers. So it's a pretty substantial, and it's not going to fit in my hardy hole, but maybe in my new swage block. No, well, also not in that hole, but sure we can get it to fit in one of these. And this is going to pair up with, assuming I can find it here, it looks like it's one of the pieces in here. What I've actually done with this is I've ordered a bunch of the Blacksmith Depot kits. I've been curious to see how those turn out. So one of the kits was this 4-leaf clover kit. So we can take one of these blanks, drop it in here, and then hammer down on it and make a nice 4-leaf clover shape. We'll then need to figure out some way to put that on a stem. We've got a Celtic Fest that we do out at Pioneer Farms a lot of times, and I've been looking for ways to make clover themed items to sell at Pioneer Fest. So we'll see how those come out. We'll definitely show you guys. And that's another reason I wanted to buy some of these. There's not a lot of instructions I found online for how to do some of the kits from Blacksmith Depot. So hopefully I'll do these and you guys will get a chance to see kind of how they work and how to make these kits and whether or not they're worth it for yourself. In addition to those clovers, I also picked up Ninja Stars. Nope, actually these are Jingle Bell blanks. So these are going to fold in, form that bell shape, drop some sort of chunk of steel or something in there so that they ring when you roll them. I've had some friends who've used these blanks and they make pretty good jingle bells, it looks like. So I'm excited about those. Maybe make up a stock for next Christmas. I'm in Texas. There's a lot of cows around. Some cowbell blanks I think are a great idea as well. These are pretty simple, it looks like. You take it, you fold the two ends down, and then fold these, kind of rivet things together. You'll need a drill and put a little handle or something and a ringer in there, which is not part of the kit that it comes with. But should be exciting. We'll make those. And I think the last item I've got in here, when I was first learning blacksmithing, I made one of these MultiPiece Roses. Actually, I'll grab it here in a second from in the house where it is and show it to you guys. So I got two of these MultiPiece Rose kits. Let me go grab the rose I've got in the house and I'll bring it out and show you guys how this works. I've grabbed this rose that I made early in my blacksmithing career, probably when I'd only been blacksmithing for about 6 months, and I haven't made one since. But it was a whole lot of fun, and it was made using one of these kits. So you can see essentially the way it works is this piece forms the bottom of the flower here, and then each of these become different layers of petals within the flower. You kind of draw them out a little bit, put some texturing on them, and then take something, and I riveted in here, riveted this all together. On this one, I was showing off a little bit in the blacksmithing class, and I challenged the instructor to forge weld some leaves on. So we both did forge welded leaves on. Looking at these in the first time closely in a long time, they're a little rough. They also don't look a lot like rose leaves because they don't have the sawtooth. So I'd love to remake this and make it look a little bit nicer, a little more professional. I've got two kits, so maybe we'll make some entwined roses or something like that. But this was a great project and one that I look forward to revisiting. So that's what I got for about $250 from Blacksmith Depot. A whole bunch of kits to try out, and a couple new hardy tools and a new block brush. So thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled video series next week. Thanks.